The Wii plays GameCube games out of the box with no modification. Yeah, because there's the helmet.
Ow, damn it. Oh, luckily this game has very plentiful health, so...
Plentiful health and basically no lives. Badge you can bounce off. Because you can actually get up on that ledge and get some extra snacks. Got it.
I just remember as a fucking child, the platforming in this game being like the hardest thing for me. That's also because I was an impatient child. That and I can't remember, did we have glasses yet or not?
Yes!
Okay, so I was just impatient.
Game. To, you know, harp on the freaking Wii point for a minute. I just, like you said, I feel like that's people that want to justify getting...
People want to justify their irresponsible financial decisions, so they have to justify importing the Scout, the game cube component cords, because that's another funny thing was those cords. Those cords technically aren't region locked, right? Because it's just a video signal.
I'm pretty sure that's how that works.
So, because the American ones were stupid fucking expensive, some people would actually, I believe, just import the Japanese version.
It's a good picture,
because only in those were only sold through Nintendo's website in America.
I think in Japan you could just get them in stores. You missed a snack.
Like I said, depth perception.
There's the helmet.
I was trying to hit him, but whatever.
And the helmet lets you ram into things a couple of times and actually kill enemies.
Also lets you break boxes.
Yes, but more importantly, it lets you kill enemies by ramming them a couple of times.
You know, I'm not even gonna do that. And you know, it's a funny thing. I think as a child, I basically developed ramming into something and then just killing it was the ground pound. Actually, wait, that was a speedrunning skip. Yeah, totally. I'm not just
well, there was a spider web near, like, halfway up the mountain, but you could...
I still think it would technically be faster to start back at the bottom. Because if it's, like, halfway...
Making faster progress than the blind run I was watching.
Well, that's 100% blind. I have some memory.
I remember more of this game than I thought. It's just one or two weird things that we can just loop around. Because people will say this is like...
And also just, like...
Because people will basically say this is sort of a Metroid level of open.
Where the hell is this? No. Oh, I remember now.
It's the back half of the hedge.
Yeah, exactly.
To come out through the one-way gate. Now you're earlier on.
Yeah, but it should be the... Yeah, it's the start because it was part 1.
You left the entire mountain to come back to the hedge maze.
Because I should now, like...
You could go get the monster token over there if you want it. With the helmet, you're supposed to go to a few other areas to go get a...
The quote-unquote progression is the manor, isn't it?
Yes.
Could I finish the... like, the rest of the snacks in the hedge maze, or...
Not fully. Because there's that really high area that's...
That was my point. It's like, there should... I need the boots to walk on, like, the tar and stuff, right?
Yes. And some other areas.
So I might intentionally just jump in a pit, because that should put me, like...
Have to use this playthrough as an excuse to also talk about some Scooby-Doo lore.
Yeah, because part 3 is the part with the warp gate. There's that.
See, there's tar and there's plenty of... Because we're on native hardware, you could get risky and attempt the warp gate anywhere glitch.
I don't know how to do that. Probably just going to try to find the one warp gate.
So, the way to do it, I don't remember the button combination, you pause the game, go to quit game, hit, like, quit game as you unplug the controller. When you unplug the controller, as you hit quit game, the menu will give you a no controller connected error. Then you plug the controller back in, enter this weird, like, cheat code that seems to be like an old leftover, like, debug code, and it brings up, like, a glitchy map, and you then can just use the warp gates.
Yeah, because of where the Wii is located, I ain't doing that. The shit I would, like, have to bend over...
It's not that hard to do, but I get you.
It's more all the crap in the, like, floor over here. It's more all the fucking wires.
You do
shit.
progression, I need to go take a pee break.
I'm probably, I'm most, likely going to just find my way to a warp, gate, because I'm most likely going to find a, like, way to the one warp gate. This will probably end up being cut out. Especially, because it means I would have to go, like... How much help do I... Yeah, this game gives, you a lot of, iframes. Damn it. Yeah, I almost made it. I would need full health for that, though. Yeah. Well, that's a good thing. That's one good thing with just being fucking off. One good thing was just being off recording, though. I do wonder if I had actually, like, started running from the beginning, if... Damn it. And warp gate. Yeah, the fact that I actually was almost able to make that. I probably started running in the beginning. I could... 'Cause, 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 I should be able to get the stuff up here now. Yeah. I can. Just going to... Just going to the time of the jump, right? The funny thing is, I'm trying to find a warp game. I actually almost did the Shaggy Hedge thing purely by damage boosting. If I had remembered to, like, start running with that from the beginning, I actually might have been able to do it, because I, like, entered that...
There's a monster token on the far side.
I just grabbed that.
Yeah.
If this swings the camera...
Yeah.
Yeah. I literally just grabbed that by doing this. Wouldn't surprise me if that was a speedrunning skip.
I think that was an older route. I just had to go pee.
Now I can move on with the game.
Now you can smash in there. Bookcase.
Hold on, I'm...
Yeah. If you want to get more stuff, bookcase. You have to... There you go.
Is that a theremin?
Yeah. It's like the ones... Theremins make that very distinct warbly noise.
Apparently the instrument for the Wind Waker was almost a theremin.
Mm-hmm.
So because of that, someone that knows how to play one of those things made a...
It's the Creeper! You have to ram him again, you can kill him. Creeper takes 2 hits. I'm gonna make that distinction because you can actually kill the Creeper. Have to use this playthrough to talk about Scooby-Doo lore at some point.
Or we could use it to talk about current topical Scooby-Doo stuff, like that Velma series. I can make a joke about that, but it is literally just that teaser. And also, there we fucking go.
Depth perception.
I was about to say, I swear I'm fucking getting that.
They sneeze.
Uh-huh.
Damn it. To go back to what you were talking about, that show was announced with that one image, then it went radio silent for 3,000 years. And then after the radio silence, they do that one teaser, and then certain people were kind of annoyed at the framing of the teaser because it's Velma.
Oh, that's instant kill. Fuck you, game.
Because the teaser is Velma complaining that HBO...
But it's then also, like... The thing is, I feel like that teaser is probably not going to fully represent the final thing, because, you know, she basically dies at the end of it, so I feel...
Yes, but the point people were like...
No, I know the point people were trying to make, but my point is I feel like, you know, well, you don't have to wait and see, but I feel like that teaser might end up being more meta than the actual, like, show itself. I feel like the actual show...
Don't forget the pantry.
Fucking depth perception. Oh, come on, game. Oh, do I have to jump up on this? Apparently.
And then over on the other side, there's a spider web, and it leads to a hidden cellar.
Yeah, I know. Okay.
Secret.
I remember most of these things.
Oh, like, we've been recording a while, and none of us made a joke that this is a weird era of Scooby-Doo games where the current Scooby-Doo show at the time Also, for other speedrunning thing, you're supposed to put the fire out, but I believe the fire only does 1 damage, so people will just jump up.
No, it's instant kill, but remember, shit, like...
You should keep...
Yeah.
Oh, no. Wait, I think it was you take damage, and you... Yeah, that was it. You take... No, I had it backwards. You need to... You take iframe damage, grab the key, and get off.
Damage boosting, so... Actually, that seems to ignore my,
It shouldn't.
It seems to ignore iframes.
Speedrunners generally...
On a...
Or it's a weird angle, because you grab the... You did also just grab the key. I'm trying to remember how that... Speedrun thing... Because, like, they don't do the water puzzle of putting out the fire. They just jump around it.
Yeah, unless the invincibility frames are ending, it seems to ignore the invincibility frame.
Might just be jumping at an angle, because you do grab the key before you... What? Because the way they...
It's funny how that's the one thing that it saves when you die, when, you know, most of the time other shit, like...
Because the puzzle, the switch on the floor will make it, like, rain in here because of sprinklers. And then you have to run while the sprinklers are on and the fire's off. But most speedrunners just kind of jump up and grab that and never care about, like, the puzzle. It might just be a jump angle then.
Going to take out all the enemies in here so that none of them can, like, okay, they seem to all be dead. Good.
See? Because most speedrunners just get the key without ever dealing with this nonsense. I think it might just be a hitbox thing where you can...
Probably.
What I was going to say, the games that came out at this time, none of them were based on What's New Scooby-Doo, which was the current...
Yeah, that's aged poorly. Just the like voice and everything, and also what that, like, you know, ghost was kind of supposed to be.
They changed him to the ghost of Geronimo. When you kill him, Geronimo.
Don't remember, the series is from the 60s. Of course,
it's a work game.
Remember, the series is from the 60s. Of course, there are going to be certain awkward depictions now.
Because he was the Indian witch doctor.
Oh.
But he's the ghost of Geronimo in this. Geronimo!
I forgot they made that noise.
Geronimo! The blind run I was watching was obsessed with that.
Because I forgot they made that.
Where are you going?
I'm going back. I can't. The secret in the, like, wall in here, I can't remember if that was
What?
Wasn't there another path in here?
No.
Well, I entered a, like...
It's up there. It's on the oven that's not on fire.
Oh, yeah, that was it. I had remembered that door. I couldn't remember if it was an actual door or not.
No, it's an actual door.
I was checking, but it's locked. So we're going to continue this way.
It's a one-way, like, unlock. You unlock it from the far side to look...
Yeah, let's to look back around.
Geronimo! The blind run was obsessed with that. Because they changed him to the ghost of Geronimo. It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, this question is incredibly topical, we brought up the show briefly, but what are your first impressions of the new HBO Max spinoff called Velma? Because my impressions are rather mixed. That one trailer that basically sort of breaks the fourth wall and is clearly designed to be kind of tongue-in-cheek, I feel like goes a bit beyond tongue-in-cheek references and kind of comes off as whiny and annoying by creating a scenario where Velma is being super unreasonable with her arbitrary complaints about a fictional HBO Max show that she feels ruined the original show, and she's basically complaining about that online and being really sort of entitled, whiny, and obnoxious. I feel like that trailer kind of walks a very thin line from making fun of fandoms that get like this, because fandoms get like this all the time, and I have called out a bunch of internet fandoms for being entitled whiny babies, and I will constantly do that. You see that in a lot of our Let's Plays, and in a certain light, I feel like the parody here is super accurate, because a lot of the fan base online was being kind of entitled and whiny for no reason, but at the same time, I feel like if you dip too far into making fun of the fandom, it basically comes off like you, as an executive and content creator, feel your fan base is being whiny and entitled for basically no reason, and it sort of comes off like you're basically smarter than them and know better than they do, and that turns sort of a fun parody that could actually have a decent point into kind of a creator being just as whiny and entitled by essentially taking criticism, and instead of looking at that criticism and seeing if it's valid, essentially making a parody and sort of making fun of that criticism in the most extreme and over-the-top way. But because that was just a teaser, and I'm not even sure if the actual show will be focused on the parody and the tongue-in-cheek aspect, then the actual show could tonally be different. But if it does keep a sort of parody angle, it might actually be interesting, as long as the parody comes from a, like, place in the creator's heart that is basically clearly fueled by passion and not sort of petty spite. Look at a show like Animaniacs or the old like Tiny Toons and Freakazoid to see parody that clearly has a point, but is also not inherently mean-spirited, because they had some great examples of making fun of fandoms, like the Animaniacs parody, the Get a Life Foundation, where the whole joke was nitpicky fan base, like, online, on forums, complaining about inaccuracies in the show, and them making a joke about getting a life, but it's done in such a fun, sort of over-the-top way that it clearly shows a appreciation for the fans, while also making fun of that type of fandom culture. Powerpuff Girls also has a great episode that does a similar thing with a nerdy fan of the Powerpuff Girls that also bridges that line between a loving fan and kind of an obsessed, creepy nut job. And I guess you could also say it really does depend on your own personal beliefs on whether or not these kind of jokes go too far, but I think the Velma one was leaning a bit more on mean-spirited rant and not funny parody, because fandoms will get that way, and yes, I will somewhat turn my opinion on Velma around just a smidge and say the wider fan base was kind of being unreasonable, but now is not the full time to sit here and give my complete full thoughts, because this in-slate has gone on a while. I would discuss it with people in the comment section if they want a longer paragraph on my sort of takes on the Velma spinoff. But anyway, you can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments, or you can leave them on social media. All of my social media links, as well as my Discord links, are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you subscribe to the channel, and if you follow me on social media, that really helps our communities grow. But anyway, I hope you all enjoyed the video, and I hope I will see you all next time. So, as always, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, everybody. I hope you come back someday. See you later.